Hey folks, it's Monday morning. Welcome. This is what I'm going to call the Monday quick tip. Has anybody ever told you ever had a mentor that said, hey, you need to communicate better with your team? Uh, and that's kind of where it ends. They say, hey, communicate better with your team. And you're like, okay, now what? How do you expect me to do that? So what you see up here on the screen is a quad chart. Quad chart is a simple communication tool, and it does a lot more than communication, which you'll see on the next slide real quick. Top left corner, and this is something to use for your team. So you have your team, everybody on your team fill this out. And let's say you do this every Monday morning, or you end your week, so every Friday afternoon before the week ends, and you have your team members fill something like this out. Even if they pull out a piece of paper and a pen and they literally make the chart on a blank sheet of paper, it gives them an opportunity to provide feedback. It gives an opportunity for you to hear from them what it is that they feel their priorities are. So in the top left corner, we have this week's top 3 to 5 priorities on what it is that team member is going to be working on, or what it is that they feel are the most important things for them to be working on to accomplish this week. Bottom left corner, what is it that they're looking at over the next 30 days? Top right corner, what is it that they're looking at over the next 60 days? And then in the bottom right corner, very importantly, is an opportunity for them to tell you as the HR leader that this is what I need from you, or this is what I need from other members on the team, or this is what I need from other people in the company or a vendor, or whatever the case might be. So it's like a sales call to action. It's something for them to show, these are the resource requirements that I have. They may also be impediments or things impacting them in their ability to accomplish either this week's priorities or things they'll be looking at over the next 30 to 60 days, right? So this is a communication tool. It's something for you to use with your team real quick, one page, keep it simple. But it's a way for them to give feedback in a more formal type of way, in a more direct type of way, and open dialogue. So the key would be you take this, you read what they have, right? And now let's look at how this works. And let's look at the next slide. It's like a funnel. So at the top, you have your team member priorities. Everything that each team member has put in their quad chart is flowing through this funnel, and it's going to fill up this bucket. And that bucket is your HR priorities, your HR strategy. Everything from your team is flowing into this bucket and what you have to do in the current and the near future, or even the next quarter. And all of that wraps up into company priorities and strategy. Now, as your team is sharing this information with you, they're sharing what it is they think they need to be working on, and what's coming, and what they need help with, or the resources that they need. Not only are you empowering them, there's huge power in empowerment. You're getting feedback and communication. You're opening up dialogue. What it's also doing is giving you what you need to determine, are they working on the right things that actually align with our HR strategy? The things that you set out to accomplish for your quarterly, semi-annual, and annual objectives for your team. Is the team really in line with that? If they're not, these little weekly quad charts give you opportunity to make adjustment, to fine-tune what it is that they're working on, and communicate it back to them. It also allows you the opportunity to communicate upward with your business owners, your C-suite, presidents of your companies, other department heads, and you can physically show, this is what the team's working on. This is what we're doing over the next week, 30 days, 60 days. Because you as the HR leader, you can consolidate every single one of the team members, take the top priority from your team, you can put them into a quad chart that's literally just for the HR department as a whole. That becomes a document then that you can share with fellow department heads and your C-suite executives to show what it is that HR is working on. It's a communication tool. So when people say, hey, you need to communicate better, and you say, yep, you're absolutely right, I got it, I know how to do that, here's one simple tool. It's the Monday quick tip. It's a quad chart. Keep it simple, keep it real, keep it relevant. Your team will appreciate it, and you'll have awareness around all that's happening. Now, don't forget, week from today, we launch our live workshop next Monday, April 19th through the 23rd. Super excited as I put out over the weekend. We're going to have multiple guests come in. Super excited that we're having the co-founder of JetBlue Airways, Mike Barger. He's going to join us on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of next week. Lots of great input from leadership and business acumen and how that impacts HR and what HR can do to help impact the company as a whole. So it's going to be great. Got some other special guests. Have more announcements coming this week on who's coming on Monday. Don't forget, register. The registration's pinned to the top of the page. Why is that important? Everybody who registers is going to get a workbook. You're going to get the deliverables throughout the week. You're going to get other goodies, if you will, throughout the week that you'll have access to that'll go to the people who register for the event. It'll be live here in the Facebook page in this group, but register so that you get the workbook, you can follow along, and you get all of these tools and tips that we'll be sharing and so forth. I really can't wait to see you next Monday. Don't forget. And oh, by the way, share. Bring everybody into this group that you think can benefit from it. We're gonna get into all kinds of things around leading within your company. So cannot wait to see you then. Have a great week. It's only Monday, but this is the Monday quick tip. Come back tomorrow. We'll have a Tuesday tactic, and we'll just keep this rolling. Happy to have you all here. Welcome to everybody who's part of the group. It's a new group. Let's keep it growing, and keep it going. All right. Happy Monday. Have a great week.